Hello again, everybody. This is my daily December for day 20 because I'm just a little bit behind. Um, Today I'm going to talk about what happened to me on Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on how you want to describe it. It happened at about, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Um, so you guys know I haven't gone into specifics, but I've been having some issues at work. Um, I still can't really go into specifics, but due to things that I legally can't talk about just yet, um, I got into kind of I was put into a bad position. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. However, circumstances have created a situation that there's a very good chance that I could either lose my job or be demoted. Um, and again, none of it uh, is my fault. I'm 100% not at fault. I haven't done anything wrong, anything underhanded, anything like that. There's just other people at work right now that are doing things that they really shouldn't be doing, and it's affecting me. So Thursday, um, I got told all of this, in addition to everything happening with my grandmother and the fact that I've been dealing with panic attacks for probably the last 2 months involving work because it's a very high stress position, and of the things that are happening to me now at work started becoming issues about 2 or 3 months ago. So this is something that's been happening for a while and just getting progressively worse. Um, so Thursday, I didn't leave the store until about 1:30 in the morning because I was given tasks that I had to get completed and couldn't leave until they were done. Um, when I got home, nobody was awake or anything. It was just me. And for the past few nights, I had been thinking about different ways that I could end my life. Um, just because it had started getting too difficult to deal with. I was in constant pain, both physical and emotional. Um, I would spend hours of my day feeling like I was suffocating. Um, anytime, anytime I was awake, uh, bad things were happening. Anytime I tried to sleep, I would wake up after 20 or 30 minutes even more tired than when I went to bed, um, and then have to fight off another panic attack, feeling like I'm suffocating. If I had to get up at all, my legs hurt so bad that I could barely walk. Um, and so I've been kind of not, it's really hard to describe how it works. If you've never experienced it, it's not like you're plotting your own death or anything like that. But it'd be like I'd drive over a bridge. I'm like, wow, it'd be really easy if I cranked the wheel. I'd hit the water, and the cold would put me into shock immediately, and then I suffocate and be done. Um, so Thursday, um, I got home and it was different. It was it wasn't so much that I had thought of different ways that it could happen. I was actively scared that I was going to do something. Um, uh, I My advisor from college had called me on Wednesday because we have to check in every other week, and she had given me the number for this thing called WellConnect, which is a way for students to get free help if they need it. They'll do everything from emergency counseling to setting up regular counseling for students, and they do all of it free of charge, is my understanding. I don't know what limitations there are on it because I've only used it once. Um, but I sent out the tweets because sometimes, again, tweeting and doing stuff like that sometimes helps because it's like I'm talking about it, um, and it made me feel worse. I texted a few people that I normally go to when I'm in a bad place in my head, and again, 2:30 in the morning, no one's awake. They're probably not going to see anything until the next day or the day after. So um, that wasn't helping. I was really, really scared. And so I looked up the phone number and I gave these people a call. Had about a 45-minute conversation with a wonderful, wonderful woman um, who was able to let me just talk about it. And I think the thing that's been most difficult for me right now, because I've dealt with things like this before, but I've always had someone I could talk about it with. And again, due to the fact that I'm putting this on the internet, if I go into too many details, it reflects very poorly on me, and can cause massive, massive issues, not only with my current employer, but with every employer I have from this point on. Um, so I can't talk to you guys about it. I can't talk to a lot of people about it because it's still ongoing, and the wrong information gets out to the wrong people and bad things happen to me. Um, so it just got really, really bad. And so like I said, I called them up and had a long conversation, and at the end I was feeling a lot better. They were kind enough that they actually called me the next day to make sure I was still okay, and to ask me if I wanted to set up some uh, regular counseling. And I told them, you know what, that's not really my thing. I know it helps tons and tons and tons of people, um, but the few interactions I've had with counselors have always been the same. I get in, I describe the problem to them. They say, wow, that really sucks. I say, yeah, I know. They go, what are you going to do about it? I tell them what I'm going to do about it. They say, that actually sounds like a really good plan. I said, I know. They're like, okay, well, does that make you feel better? I'm like, not really. I knew what I was going to do before I came in. You agreed with me. It hasn't changed what I'm going to do at all. Didn't give me the confidence to do it. I'm already on that path. Why am I paying you? They're like, that's a good question. And so that's what it is. Like I said, I'm not saying that counseling isn't right for a lot of people. I'm just not one of them, at least at this particular point in my life. Um, so yeah, I told him no, I didn't need any counseling, and that was that. The next day, I went into work, um, and or that day, I set up an appointment to meet with my doctor to talk about the depression and anxiety, and get his medical opinion on what's going on. And I went into work and told him I was taking a temporary leave of absence to deal while I get medical treatment for my disability, which they were 100% fine with. So yeah, currently I am not working, um, and my doctor's appointment's not until the 12th. So I may be out of work for a little while, which is fine. I've saved up a large amount of money specifically in case something like this happened. So I'm technically in a very good place financially right now, but it's been really, really rough. Um, I haven't I haven't been suicidal since uh, the first time I decided to take my own life, and it's been probably 4 or 5 years now. Um, so it was a very intense experience. Um, Hopefully now that I'm going to be getting some help. I'm taking time off of work. Uh, Hopefully things will get better. I don't know what my future is going to be right now. I don't know if I'm going to, I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm going to give him my concerns, and then I'm going to make a decision of whether or not I'm actually going to go back to that company, or even retail in general. I mean, I'm getting this degree specifically because it will open up doors outside of the very limited field that I have experience in, which is retail and retail management. That will hopefully let me branch into something else that I might find more fulfillment in. So, yeah, that was Thursday night, Friday morning for me. It was not fun, but I got through it. A lot of you guys have been phenomenal, amazing people that as soon as you guys saw that I was in trouble, started sending kind words and praying and things like that. And 100%, I appreciate that. It helps more than you will probably ever know. So thank you. Um, yeah, that's going to be all for today, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for another Daily December. Bye.